Hello, everyone, and welcome to STENO 24/7, your court reporting dictation channel that does it live, and the only channel on YouTube that does it live. Yeah, we get down like that. So thank you, everyone, for coming, and I appreciate you being here. And as you know, we're doing land description, so that means we're going to have some letters and number combinations. Yes, long overdue. Long overdue. So you guys can do all the stuff that I tell you to do on this channel. You know the drill. The thumbs up, the subscribing, the comment in the comment section, and the sharing and all that other good stuff that you guys do to make this channel great. I appreciate it. So you can do that right now as I pull up the, let me do my screen share. Go ahead and hit the like button right now, before you forget, because I know we all get busy. All of us. We all have, I have a job, I have kids, I have this, and then court reporting, my own stuff to do, my own practice. It's a lot. So if I can take the time to make these videos, I expect you to take the time to at least engage with me in some form or other. Oh, I see I got a new subscriber just popped up on my screen. Thank you, Lenora Knox, for subscribing to my channel. Appreciate that. And I appreciate all of you. Now let's get into this. Let's get into this right now. So like I said, we're doing land description. We're at 80 words per minute. It's 181 words. And it will be in the jury charge section. I'm not going to make a new playlist just for land description. So you can find this in the jury charge playlist on my channel. If you're looking for this later and want to practice it later, that's where you will be able to find it. So we've done 50, 60, and 70. So we're going to knock out 80, 90, and 100. Some of the words that are in here, which is not, this is not difficult at all, but it is words and letters. So particularly commencing, southwest, angle, let's see, Detroit, fence, THENCE, international, boundary, let's see, United States, Canada, upstream. Oh, I'm sorry, these things keep popping up on my screen. What else we have? South, minutes, seconds, and commencement. And that's probably the hardest one on here, commencement. So let's go ahead and get started at 80 words per minute. You ready? That's right. Land and land covered with water, containing 6.76 acres, more or less, being composed of part water lot in front of farm lot number 46, more particularly described as follows. Commencing at the southwest angle of farm lot number 46, said point being in the high water mark of the Detroit River, thence north 60 degrees, 48 minutes west, 1,762 feet more or less, to a point in the international boundary line between the United States and Canada, thence north 20 degrees, 36 minutes east upstream and along the said international boundary line, 240 feet to a point, thence south 56 degrees, 19 minutes, 33 seconds east, 1,783 feet, more or less to a point in the high water mark of the Detroit River, thence south 17 degrees, 8 minutes west along said high water mark of the Detroit River, 100 feet to the point of commencement. All right. If you didn't hate me before, you probably do now. Depending how well you did on that. If you did well, you're probably saying, thank you, Sandra. If you didn't, you're probably saying, oh my God, there's something else to practice. And yes, it is. Because you never know when you're going to have to come across some dictation like this when they're talking about land and you're like, and they expected me to get it at 200 words per, well, it'll probably be around 140, but, or at least 160, because that is the average speed that people talk. Now, you know, you have these variations. So what are you going to do there? So imagine this at 140, and you won't have to imagine it because it'll be coming up soon. So if you want to hear this at 140 or 160, that video is coming up right after this one. Can you imagine? Yes, you can. So let's go ahead and get into this. This is going to be at 90 words per minute. Now, I usually don't do 90s, but because it's a jump from 80 to 100, you can't just leave people hanging out there like that. Just saying. They can't just make that leap all by themselves. They need something in between, a bridge. So I call this a bridge. A bridge to 100. So here we go at 90. Ready? That's right. Land and land covered with water containing 6.76 acres, more or less, being composed of part water lot in front of farm lot number 46, more particularly described as follows. Commencing at the southwest angle of farm lot number 46, said point being in the high water mark of the Detroit River, thence north 60 degrees, 48 minutes west, 1,762 feet more or less to a point in the international boundary line between the United States and Canada, thence north 20 degrees, 36 minutes east upstream and along the said international boundary line, 240 feet to a point, thence south 56 degrees, 19 minutes, 33 seconds east, 1,783 feet more or less to a point in the high water mark of the Detroit River, thence south 17 degrees, 8 minutes west along said high water mark of the Detroit River, 100 feet to the point of commencement. Okay, bam, there's your 90. How was that? Let me know in the comment section, how did that go? How are you writing? How well are you writing this? If this is a struggle for you, let me know. I will definitely be doing more of these. I've got more of these. Just in case you're not mad at me now, you will be when I put about 10 of these out. but it is necessary. And we can, we try to avoid things that we really don't want to do, because I'm not a numbers person. That's why I chose this profession. But when it comes to writing it on the machine, I can do that. So, and I can count my money when it's time to get paid. So it's all good over here. It's all good. Now, let's go ahead. 100 words per minute. You should be ready to write with your feet flat on the floor and focused. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's write. Land and land covered with water, containing 6.76 acres, more or less, being composed of part water lot in front of farm lot number 46, more particularly described as follows. Commencing at the southwest angle of farm lot number 46, said point being in the high water mark of the Detroit River. Thence north 60 degrees, 48 minutes west, 1,762 feet, more or less, to a point in the international boundary line between the United States and Canada. Thence north 20 degrees, 36 minutes east upstream, and along the said international boundary line, 240 feet to a point. Thence south 56 degrees, 19 minutes, 33 seconds east, 1,783 feet, more or less, to a point in the high water mark of the Detroit River. Thence south 17 degrees, 8 minutes west, along said high water mark of the Detroit River, 100 feet to the point of commencement. Bam, there you go. There you have it. I've given it to you. It's up to you to practice and get better at this until you have mastered it. And you can also transcribe it to make sure that you've got it down to a T. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate all of you. And I can't wait to see you at the next video I have coming up, which will be my 120, 140, and 160, folks. So thank you so much. Have a nice day. And always happy writing.